Alrighty everybody, welcome back to Oregon Rocks. I'm here with my son, and what you guys are looking at right now is our round 4 Chalcedony, Carnelians, and our other agatized rocks. So, as you guys can see, there's a pretty good bunch that we've got in line. Some cool ones with bands. Some ones that I think when you get off the surface level, they'll look really cool. It was pretty hard picking out of all of our batches, since if we were to choose all of our glowies, it might take us like 12 rounds. But yeah, this is what we're looking at right now. Put some fresh peanuts in the mix. You can tell the difference, what happens over time with these peanuts. This one's a fresh one. This one's been tumbled probably once, and that's been tumbled at least twice, I think. So we're going to add some fresh ones in there, and let's get to it, bud.
And this is what some of your rocks could look like.
Yep, that is true.
Except none of them has turned out like that because they're Chalcedony.
So, first thing first, because we're putting in some of these, let's get some peanuts in there. So let's do about a handful of those. Enough to just fill up that bottom. Do another one.
Should we do another handful?
Yes.
Or 2 handfuls?
Just enough to fill up the bottom there.
Okay.
Because we're going to probably add some more throughout it. Alright. Okay, that's a good base layer. Alrighty, much good. Now let's put some of these in there.
You really used and new.
Alrighty, so let's do some of these bigger ones and mix it in with the small ones. Sorry for the noise, you guys. It is summer.
Why do you say that every time?
Well, because it might not be the same people watching every time, but there might be some people that are like, wow, why is it so noisy over there? Well, because it's summer.
Maybe just a couple more peanuts. And maybe just a little bit more because we don't want any cracks.
Nope. We also got to fit in our grit and the other stuff, so let's grab this up, bud. And I'm not sure if we want to put all of them in. Put your side up a bit.
I think we should put all of them in.
Okay.
Because we don't want any of them to get chipped. Otherwise, we need more. Don't worry, I can pick those up.
I need you to kind of lift up your end a little bit more, bud. Alrighty. Now let's get those guys too. Now this is more than 2/3 the way full. I am well aware of that.
Because we need enough for no chips.
We seem to push our thing to the max, so we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. We're doing it, so you guys don't have to. Just kidding. Alrighty, bud. And what is next?
Next up, we have the one. Let me check. That's guess 2. Guess 4.
Yep. So the grit we use for this is polyplastics. They seem to be pretty good so far.
Grit 1.
So this is step number 1, coarse grit, and I believe that this is 6090. Yep, 6090 grit, silicon carbide. So, woohoo, we're looking a little bit low there, bud. I hope, but we do have enough. So
that's why Daddy bought a little more.
I did. I just thought we had a little bit more in there. Alrighty, so it says 2/3 the way full, which we have done, and add 2 tablespoons per 1 pound of rock. So let's open that guy up and let's see what we are working with. That is not a lot of grit, I'll tell you what. So we are working with almost 3 pounds, so that would technically be 6. And I do not believe that we have 6 in here, so this should be interesting.
Wait, I'm putting it in. I'm putting. What?
Said you don't have to.
Well, no, I think that.
Hold on, I just want to make sure we get this as good as we can. So, okay. Let's put that in. Alrighty, there. Just put it over it. Put your thing over there. Oh, turn it the other way. Look. There you go. Okay.
Hey, it's like a sign stuff. Yeah, that there's a dipper that dips all the glitter. And then when the glitter's all in,
I'll tell you what, you guys, we are not going to have enough for that. That is for certain. We might have to do some fidgeting around on this guy. Papa did order some, so if we get it in before, Papa will probably add that. Alright, that's 3.
Hope we have enough for 4.
Yeah, we'll need 6. Keep it nice and level. Yeah, that's 4-ish. 4 small ones.
4.
Okay, so there's probably just going to be 5 of these. Papa did order some more that should be coming in the next couple days. So I think what we'll do is we'll let it run as it is for a little bit. And then when we get...
Well, looks like that's the... Hey, when we're doing
we'll
stuff...
add about 2 more, I think so. Alright, let's get that grit in there. Okay. It's probably more plastics than it is grit, but that's okay. We're just working with what we got right now. So, what's next, bud?
Next is the water. And for our next patch, if the order is not there, then the next patch will have to wait.
Yep. It should be here. I believe it's going to be here by Saturday, bud, but I thought we were out of step like 2 or 3, but not 1. So, for all of you guys who use polyplastics out there, it lasts about 3 rounds for that basic package that they have, because you're going to run out come round 4. So
more like 4.
Okay, let's get this in there, bud. So it's Thursday now, and I believe that by Saturday we should be having more grit in, so this will run.
Wait a minute, but then we'll have to do it every Saturday, which means we have to do it.
No, we're not going to change it, but we're just going to add a bit more. So it's a little bit more liquid than I think I would have liked to put in it, bud. But we'll just deal with it. We'll see how that goes. It's a little bit full in itself, so and technically you want the water level a little bit above the rocks, and I guess that's where the rocks are. So
hey, Dad,
we'll just have to use it. That is, bud.
Done it!
Nice job, bud.
Good thing I have lots of muscle.
So let's see if we can now get this lid on, bud. Like I said, this is we're packing it full. We run out of step 1 grit, and we might have added too many peanuts in it. So maybe not the most ideal start, but we will fix it here soon. Good job, bud.
Oh my!
Oh, get the side. There you go. Push it down.
That's as much as it will want to put.
Alright, get the cap on. Be careful with it. Alright. Okay, get the tops. Nice. You're becoming a pro at this, bud.
What's a pro?
A pro professional.
What's a profession? Like a professional?
Well, it's usually someone who's had about 10,000 hours in a specific task. So we're definitely...
I do not want to be in 10,000 hours.
Well, you put about 10 or 20 years into something, bud. You can become a professional. Alrighty, so give it a little shake if you can. Super heavy, huh?
Not even close.
Not even close, he says.
Just feels like one tiny rock.
We're definitely pushing this lower tone to the max, I tell you that. Alrighty. Let's get this on the tumbler, bud. Okay. We're gonna get it plugged in.
Sounds a little unusual.
Well,
Maybe because it's so heavy.
I think you're probably right, but a little unusual, he says. We might be pushing this thing to its max, and that might be the sound of it. Alrighty, you guys, until next time, remember to rock on.